Hey, Steve Gamache here. Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. And what we have is a really cool knife. This is the Konosuke Series Ginsan Gyuto 240mm with the ebony handle. So this line of knives uses the core steel, what's known as Ginsan or G3 or Silver 3 stainless steel. It's a conventional stainless steel that has great properties. It's fine grained, it's easy to sharpen, takes a wicked edge, and it's just an excellent all-around stainless steel. Heat treat on that core steel is about 61 Rockwell. Construction is 3 layers, so on either side of that harder core steel, you've got a softer stainless cladding, so it's an all stainless blade for easy maintenance. The weight and dimensions might vary a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one, with this ebony handle, is about 179 grams or 6.3 ounces. Edge length is about 230 millimeters on the edge from the tip all the way down to the back of the heel, known as the chin. The overall length is about 14.4 inches on the whole blade with this handle. Spine thickness, these have a little bit of thickness coming out on the back of the blade, about 3 millimeters, and then about 2.5 is what I measured halfway down. But then it just tapers down a little bit as you go, and then tapers down quite thin with the grind. The grind is quite generous on these. So the performance on these is just excellent. The tip goes through soft product really well, and they're thin at the edge, so the performance is excellent. Blade height is 47.6 at the heel, so lots of clearance, no problem there. The handles are beautifully made. These are the octagonal key ebony handles with a laurel ferrule, a little bit lighter colored wood. Fit and finish is great all the way around, very smooth all the way around. The butt end of these has a kind of a sanded cap on it that's rounded a little bit for just a nice elegant look, and very tight handle install. The profile on the handle, as you can see, is a little bit more rectangular versus squarish. The circumference is about 71 millimeters or 2.8 inches where the ferrule meets the wood here. And so it's a little bit thinner, but it really feels nice. And the thinness helps offset the weight somewhat on the handle because ebony is pretty heavy. The traditional handle install here has a little bit of the Tang, known as a maki or machi, showing. And that is an old school handle install. The original intent was with the burned in handles, if the handle loosens up a little over time, you can get your mallet out and whack it and stick that Tang a little bit further in the handle and tighten it up. This is a glued on handle install, so that's not necessary, but it's an old school look and it's really cool. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's a old school homage to old style handle install. The fit and finish on these is just great. Let's look at the balance point while we're at it here. So here's your balance point right by that first kanji character. So for me, that's almost right on the money with my pinch grip. It's really close. So it gives this particular one got a neutral feel to it. Let's see here. Let's get our beauty shot here. So you've got hand chiseled kanji on the right side of this blade, and you can see the core steel there at the edge. One thing about this particular size and arrangement is they've got the scratch pattern on the finish is from heel to tip versus from spine to edge. So it's known as a brushed finish, or sometimes I call it a hairline finish. What's nice about that, it's a little unique, and then also as you clean the blade and you dry it, you'll tend to go this way with wiping it down. So scratches tend to form in this direction. So this will help hide scratches as you use the blade and clean it. You've got hand chisel kanji on that right side of the blade as you would be holding it. Very nicely done. Crisp, raised edges. You've got the core steel there, and you can see this is thin at the edge because of the generous core steel showing through there. The line there is kind of faint, but it is definitely there. You can probably see that pretty well there. So the right side, or excuse me, the left side of the blade is plain, but beautifully finished blade. Nice gradual convexing from spine down to heel. Performance, as I said, is excellent on these. They're thin at the edge. This has a nice flat spot towards the heel. It's beautifully finished with a rounded polished spine and a rounded polished choil. High level of fit and finish here. Super comfortable. I'd say this is a good 6 out of 10 maybe out of the box. It was pretty darn sharp out of the box. I've been playing with this one, and this one's tempting to keep. As you know, I do not need any more knives, but you always got to kind of want after a couple of them, right? So this is the profile on this. So you'll see it's got a nice solid flat spot towards the back half of the blade. And it kind of flows into that. It's a bit of a stop. It's not too super abrupt, but it definitely has a good flat spot towards the back. And you've got a gentle belly towards the front. And so I can still get pretty doggone high with this. So it's really a good combination of all types of components with the profile. You've got the belly towards the tip. You've got a nice flat spot towards the back. So this will accommodate all kinds of techniques. And as I said, great performer, all stainless, beautiful fit and finish. Just a really, really nice all-around knife. So very, very well done package. So this is the Konosuke MM Ginsan Gyuto 240 millimeter in ebony, with the ebony handle, I should say.